Is this Tanooki Mario from the Mario Brothers movie going to be better or worse than Cat Mario from the same toy line? Well, let's open this guy up and find out. Now, as I dig into this guy, let me tell you the story about how I came across him. So I was at Target one day browsing the clearance aisles, and there was a ton of toys at the end caps. This was after Christmas sale. I've had them for a while. And as I was digging around, I found these Mario figures, and lo and behold, there was a Tanooki Mario, which, all things considered, when I was a kid growing up, when Mario was able to get the frog suit, the Tanooki suit, stuff like that, it was a game changer in the whole world of video games. I like what they did with the inside of the box here, because those items in the game are very classic. Well, anyway, I wasn't the only one rooting through the toys. There was a toy reseller. It was clear as day. He had an army of people helping him try to price out the items, and I was lucky just to find the few figures that I did. Definitely appreciate the hustle, and just makes me be on my game a little more. And so there we have him out of the box. Let's turn him around. You can see the Tanooki tail right there. And immediately I can kind of tell he is very similar to Cat Mario, but let's give him a little test to see where he's movable. So he's got some knees, he's got kind of foot articulation, same for both. The upper thigh swivel is good. The tail does rotate 360 degrees, but there's not a whole lot of articulation. Otherwise, the elbows, ooh, those are stiff. The elbows are stiff. And his gloves don't really move at all other than like all the way around. So like kind of a 360 degree swivel here. What about this elbow here? No, that's a stiff one too. Shoulders feel really good. There's a little click to them, so I feel confident that those will stay in place when they move around. And then the head looks like it is just on a swivel. I thought there was a little up and down, but I'm mistaken. There's one accessory that comes with Mario here, and it is the Tanooki leaf. And the little stem at the end of the leaf can fit nicely in his hand so that he can hold his own accessory. But listen, you know me and accessories. This is going to be used for so many more things other than Mario. These figures in particular have a really interesting quality about their eyes. Now, as I move him around, notice how it kind of tracks with the camera a little bit. I think it's one of those optical illusions where it's a concave surface, so it looks like it's following you, but it's really just geometry. All right, so a couple things that I like about this figure. One, it captures the Tanooki suit very well. You have the full Tanooki suit. It's not just the raccoon tail at all. And the raccoon tail, as if we're talking about it here, it gives it a nice little dimensionality to the figure. Like I mentioned, those eyes, that's a really cool feature. I don't think people can appreciate how neat that is unless you see it up close. And not only is this just a really well done figure from the Mario movie, but it's just a well done Mario figure. It does a good job of capturing the essence of Mario as well as the movie style and feel. And the other thing that I really like about the figure is the accessory, the Tanooki leaf. That is incredible. Now, something that I would have liked to see differently is just kind of a rethinking of the articulation. The elbows here, I don't know how those move. I might have to heat them up to see how that works. Overall mobility of Tanooki Mario is rather limited, which is something kind of strange for this power, the suit that Mario wears, because the Tanooki suit makes him fly, and the fact that the tail can't even go up and down is kind of a big miss. When I compare him to Cat Mario by far is the more posable, more flexible, I think better done figure. Even though Tanooki Mario is extremely nostalgic for me, I loved playing this in Mario Brothers 3 on the Nintendo, the figure just doesn't necessarily capture that. Now for the $6 I paid for him, I think it's fine. However, these were originally going for $20, and if you find these for that price, I would kind of recommend against that. And if you have the option, go with Cat Mario because it is the better figure. But let's get some close-up shots of him and see if I can't get these elbows to move, so stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. Final thoughts on Tanooki Mario is that I wish he were like Cat Mario more. And while it does seem small and kind of a nitpick, you know, to some extent it is, the fact that the tail doesn't go up and down was such a big miss for the play patterns of this character. If you can find him for $6, there's no fault in checking him out. But if you have to pay full price for this thing, I would definitely recommend against that. That's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, be sure to follow.